So now we're going to break down what it means to get into a single unit or a single license for the franchise. The things that you need to understand: that every franchise company is going to have a single unit. That's the most common type of franchise opportunity that franchisers have, is having one license that gives you the rights to open up one territory in their brand. So these three areas are kind of the things we're going to break things down into here: the territories description, the owner participation, and then the investment level that usually comes with a single unit opportunity. So territory, let's talk about that first. Now, in evaluating a franchise to buy, part of what you'll need to know about a franchise company is the way that they define a territory for a unit. So we've got a little diagram down here. Now, this diagram is intended to talk about a location that you might want to open up your single location. If it's a retail type of business or a fast food business or something along those lines, where location is fixed. You'll rent a space, you'll put your franchise in there, and this is intended to be an intersection that would show that you would buy the rights to open up one unit, one location at a certain predefined area. And once you've opened up that location, the franchise company may give you exclusive rights to a certain geographic area around that franchise. Now, it could be a 3-mile radius or something along those lines around your location, where there's a certain population base there. There's probably some demographic studies that they've done. There's probably some population counts that they've done to figure out how many individuals or how many homeowners or how many consumers would need to be in a geographic area to support one franchise. So franchise companies will describe that in their circulars. And again, we're going to talk about what a disclosure circular is. There's going to be, in the franchise agreements, a definition, or how they're going to define what a territory is and whether it's exclusive or whether it's non-exclusive. There's pros and cons to both of those things, but that's something you have to be aware of when you're negotiating or looking at investing in a franchise with a single location. The next part has to do with owner participation, and why a franchisor may have some restrictions and say that if you're going to buy and invest in our franchise, we want you, the one who's put the money into the business that has the license, to actually be in there on a day-to-day basis running that franchise. So that's an important thing to look at as well, where there might be other franchise companies who would allow an owner to be passive, meaning that you could hire other people to run it for you. You could even keep your full-time job and own the franchise and let other people operate it and manage it for you, and that would be more passive. Now, each franchise company is going to define whether you're required to run it, whether they're going to allow you to have a manager and be passive, and that's something you want to look at. Now, an investment level, when you get into investment levels, the franchise companies could be in a wide range of opportunities. It could go anywhere from something you could do out of your home. That could be a very small startup cost. The franchise fees typically start around $15,000 range for the franchise fee. The franchise fee buys you the rights to open up one location or one territory. The investment level could go all the way up to buying a full set-down restaurant somewhere that could be $2 or $3 million total investment. Now, the franchise fee itself might be $20 to $40 or $50,000 just for the franchise fee. But the total investment level for a single unit is going to be somewhere between $20,000 or $30,000 total on the low end, anywhere to $2 or $3 million on the high end for a single location. One thing I want to add into this real quickly is that there are certainly franchises that award franchise licenses that are service-based businesses that don't have a location. So the difference in the way the territory would work for a service business is that you might have exclusive rights to be the only one who will market services for the franchise company in a certain market. Now, that market's probably going to be defined by a series of zip codes, or it could be a certain county or series of counties, but they would probably come up with some sort of way of giving you a border where you would be the only franchisee operating and selling services into that geographic area. It could be 1 mile, it could be 3 miles, it could be 10,000 population, it could be 50,000 population. So again, every franchise company's done their homework. They know what it takes to support a franchise. They want to make sure that there's a generous enough territory for each franchisee to be successful without giving so much market away that the franchisee's never going to market effectively, and it allows competition to come in. So that's going to be one of the things you're going to look at when you're looking at each individual company, how their single unit franchisers are defined, what you get with your franchise, and this gives you just some basic understanding of that strategy.